Susu. Just give me one last hug. Hello?
What, guy?
Who's this?
What do you mean, who is this? How many women you have found on you long distance in the middle of the night from Jamaica?
Susu, I was just dreaming about you.
Well, I hope it was good.
Yeah, man. It's early over here. It must be even earlier over there.
Well, you know what them say about the early bird.
Yes, but you're engaged to me, and I don't want you out catching any worms.
Relax, Porky baby. I have a few friends drop by unexpected, so I thought I'd take them to a club or two and shake my thing.
A nightclub? You have enough 10 cents?
I borrow one of the man them mobile phone. Him don't mind, him generous.
I love you, Susu.
Me know. Hey, which reminds me. Mr. Piano Man, play that tune for me, nah?
I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Susu.
If you will let me borrow a mobile again, I will call you later.
You put the phone down first.
No, you put the phone down first.
You put the phone down first.
No, you put the phone down
Look,
first.
put the phone down, man. That thing, you have no money, you know. Goodbye, Susu. I'm the luckiest man alive. What you say? You want to carry on where we left off, or what?
Who want tea and toast?
Oh, yes, please, Shep.
Well, while you're making, mine's with milk and no sugar.
All of a sudden, I'm not thirsty anymore.
Me too. I drink far too much tea anyway. I might have one later. Much later.
Don't worry, Shirley. I'll make you a cup of tea.
Thank you, Ricky.
3 sugars, please, Rick.
Small boy, for a change, no milk with a touch of honey. Ricky, come back here. You spend more time in that blasted kitchen than you spend in the shop.
Ricky, go make the tea.
Shirley's 2-1 on favourite.
Ricky, here.
Ricky, tea.
I just called to say how much I care.
Oh, my God.
I just called to say I love you.
I've seen some things in my time, but a Stevie Wonder lollipop, man.
I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Poke pie, old boy, like somebody went out fishing last night.
Yeah, man.
Well, if you caught anything, I hope you throw it back in the water. You're supposed to be engaged to my little sister, Susu, remember?
Yeah, Shirley, you don't understand. I went out dancing last night with Susu.
Popeye, may I remind you, Susu lives over 4,000 miles away in Jamaica. What kind of dance were you doing? The quick step?
Popeye, I sometimes want to ask how you manage to keep that relationship of yours alive. I mean, when you're asleep, she's awake. When you're awake, she's asleep.
You live in different time zones.
I mean, when she's over here. Hello? Jamaica? Reverse charges? Not today, thank you.
Hello? Yes, we will accept the charges.
Charlie?
Susu, is everything okay? Of course, Desmond doesn't mind. Oh, but I do, so you better make it quick.
Hello, Susu. My little fried dumpling and boiled banana.
Little fried dumpling and boiled banana.
Hey, don't knock it, right? It worked for pork pie. Now, you should take a leaf out of his book.
You're the Ken in my Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, forget the leaf. Just take the whole book.
But stop! Desmond and Shirley, you two still together?
Hyacinth Green! You're still chasing other people's man?
Charlie?
Oh, don't worry, Desmond. It may be 25 years, but I know when Shirley Ambrose is joking. But Shirley, You're looking good. But what happened to that lovely purple floral blouse you used to wear? All the time.
Crazy woman.
Susu, look, I've got to go. Desmond want me to get off this phone. Bye-bye.
Maybe she should come in here more often.
Hyacinth Green, is that you?
Someone roll his tongue back in before he starts to form a paddle.
Oh, come here, give me one of your big sexy hugs. What is it you used to call me? Your little fried dumpling and wild banana.
Looks like Pork Pie's helping himself to seconds.
I thought Pork Pie was engaged to Susu.
Thank you.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hyacinth Green, the one Pork Pie's wife catch him in bed with.
You mean you don't have no shame?
Oh, you know me, Shirley, not one to beat around the bush.
Yeah, that's because you were always too busy in the bush. Now, when was the last time I see you? Oh, Rye Lane, 25 years ago. That's right. When Pork Pie wife run you out of Peckham.
Hyacinth, so what brings you back to these parts?
Oh, I'm up from Bristol for a few days. My eldest has an interview at London University. He get 3 A's, you know.
Really? He must get his brains from his father. That should help you narrow it down a bit.
I also thought it would be a good chance to catch up on old friends.
Oh, you look like you put on a bit of weight. You don't look like you can catch up with anything.
Oh, I get it. You're the one that caused Pork Pie's wife to leave.
Gwendolyn, nephew? And you never write and tell me? So, Pork Pie, how are you?
Happily engaged to my sister.
Secret Mancunian recipe with a serious dash of Guyanese hot pepper sauce. Oh no, I'm going to be late for football practice. I'll be back by about 10ish.
Yes, you do that. I want to go over razor bumps with you tomorrow.
You certainly know about job incentives, don't you, Desmond?
Good job you invited me for the dinner at such short notice, Shirley. I was going to have Hyacinth round.
Oh?
But when I looked in my fridge, you only had 3 fish fingers and a piece of yellow yam.
We hardly missed out on Nouvelle cuisine then.
Hyacinth Green. 25 years, boy. And she's still looking...
Still look what?
as if she put on a bit of weight.
I would just like to see Hyacinth Green going back up to Bristol.
You two of you never saw eye to eye, did you?
Because I have seen that woman tramp up and down on too many lives. And when I say tramp, I mean tramp.
I must say, I've never seen you like this.
And when I tell people that, they don't believe me.
She's not going back tomorrow.
Huh?
Well, they call her son back for a second interview, so she's staying an extra day at her cousin's in the block next to mine.
Right. Would you like to come to dinner tomorrow?
I'd love to, Shirley, but I'm meeting Hyacinth for a drink tomorrow.
Popeye, I don't think you getting involved with Hyacinth is a good idea.
I'm not getting involved with Hyacinth. I'm already involved with Susu.
Well, here is somebody I should never got involved with.
Very droll, Father. Remind me not to crack that one at my after-dinner speech.
Ooh, you're doing an after-dinner speech.
Well, yes.
When?
After dinner.
Do they know?
Has he been at the Christmas sherry? Popeye, I believe this fax from Jamaica is for you.
Susu!
Yes, and could you tell her not to keep sending reverse charge faxes to my fax at home? It's costing me a fortune.
Dear Popeye, I want to kiss up the whole of you until... Now, when I finish with that, I'm going to...
A heavy breather, fax.
Here's a Susu. Now, blowing kisses back to you, my darling Susu. Oh, can you fax this back to her?
Call it a very early wedding present. Anyway, look, I must go. My audience awaits. Ladies and gentlemen, unaccustomed as I am to public speaking, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome the
Charlie,
young banker.
where did we get this?
You know, it's amazing how something so techno, whatever you call it, like a fax, can make you feel all warm inside.
Yes, and any hanky-panky with Hyacinth Green could put all that in jeopardy.
Here, here.
Well, don't judge me by my one mistake 25 years ago. Tomorrow I'm going for a drink with my good friend, Hyacinth Green. There you are, Hyacinth. I said I'd walk you home, and now I've walked you home.
Thank you. But there's only one thing.
What's that?
This is your flat.
You see what happens when you insist on buying me drinks? I've got to walk you home all over again.
I can't steer for a little nightcap. The whole time, say.
You know what they say? If the nightcap fits,
Drink it. Oh, Papa, me fault.
you have cramp?
No, I itch. Scratch it, criminal. Oh, up a bit. Right there. Oh, you always did know how to scratch my itch.
I did.
Yeah.
You remember that house that we all used to lodge in?
If those walls could talk, I bet you they'd be calling our names. Pork pie! Why you never did tell me that Gwendolyn left you after we little thing?
I thought it best not.
Now we miss out on a second chance.
Yes, Sue. She's so nice they named her twice.
But the poor pie I knew wouldn't put up with being separated from his woman so long. You know, it's not healthy.
Oh, but I've got a good pillow I can fluff.
But can it fluff you? It's not like she's going to walk in on us, you know, like Gwendolyn did.
A cab. I'll call your mini cab.
What, to the next block? Can't you see that fate is giving us a second chance? Oh, just think of that pillow. Hyacinth Green?
You who? Pork pie. Where is pork pie? It's Susu calling. You get my man on the phone and get
Oh, you
off
want
the
pork
phone.
pie?
It's what you doing at my yard. Look, you big flat-faced cow, you. You just leave
Well, there's
my
no
back
need for
door
language
before
like
I
that.
sue you for damaging
If you
my
would just stop
property.
shouting for a moment, I will go and get pork pie. Some people ignorant, eh?
Oh my God. Look, I'm calling from Jamaica, you know, and not insured ditch. You know how many dollars I spending for this one?
Pork pie, baby. Wake up. Wake up, pork pie. I can't seem to wake him. What with last night and everything? Oh, this really is a Come in. Poor pie, don't tell me that you have changed your mind.
I told you no. Although the springs in the sofa were trying to convince my back that I should have slept in my bed. Who was that on the phone?
Oh, I think she said her name was, Susu.
Mix up the pace, man. Mix up the pace.
I'm mixing.
Oh, not like that, like this. Get to me.
Father, I'm late. Are you going to drop me to school or do I have to call a cab?
Why did I just get a flashback of Michael as a 6-year-old?
Precociousness.
If he takes any longer shaving you, I could sue for willful neglect.
However, the boy does know his rights.
I'm sure you willful neglect.
Funny, I had the same flashback.
More foam. Now, Ricardo, observe. The lather should be as smooth as ice cream.
Ice cream's bad for your teeth.
So's a slap around the chops.
You really think you're a big man, don't you?
Yes.
Good. We'll treat you like one. Ricardo, shave it off.
And I thought it was only policemen who were getting younger.
Follow the contours of the face. And be careful of those razor bumps.
Yes, Yes, be careful of those razor bumps.
And follow it right through, keeping the razor, the comb, at an angle. Right there.
There's nothing like a good shave to start the day.
Morning, pork pie.
Yes. Desmond, can I use your phone?
No, some demented lollipop man is using it.
What's wrong? Someone hurt?
Yes, me. If I don't get in touch with Susu before Susu gets a hold of me.
You phone in Jamaica?
Yeah, Hyacinth stayed last night.
What?
Yeah, so we had a bit too much to drink, so I gave her my bed.
Oh, how generous of you.
But I slept on the sofa. Susu called Hyacinth to answer, then Susu put 2 and 2 together and get 233. What am I going to do?
I think you better teach her a 2 times table, mate.
Hello, Susu. Wait, Lamar. She keeps slamming on the phone every time she hears my voice.
Well, come you blame her?
Pork pie, we warned you not to get involved with Hyacinth Green.
I'm not involved with Hyacinth Green. I'm not involved with anyone. What happened to a man is innocent until proven guilty.
Okay. Let us look objectively at the evidence before us. Your ex bit of fluff strolls into town. You whisk her off into an intimate watering hole, both stagger to your bachelor padette, and she ends up staying the night in your bed. Hardly looks like a miscarriage of justice, Popeye.
Shirley, look, Susu will listen to you. Why don't you call her and tell her what really happened?
Yes, Susu will listen to me because she knows I'm going to tell her the truth. And the truth is, pork pie, I've only heard your side of the story.
Well, now you can hear the other side of the story. Hyacinth, tell them what happened last night.
Well, what's there to tell? A man, a woman, his lollipop uniform, which reminds me... your pajamas. I took the liberty.
That's your problem. You're always taking liberties.
Surely think of your nails.
You fool around with my friend's husband. You may even have tried to fool around with my stupid husband.
She did not fool around with your stupid husband. Me.
But you're not going to fool around with my sister's fiancé anymore.
What do you mean by anymore? Tell them nothing happened.
Pork pie.
Tell them no.
Who do you people think you is? Well, if this is the way you want it, you'll be pleased to know that I'm going back to Bristol today.
I'm sorry, look, come back. I need you to explain more.
Don't you hear? She's explained already. Now you can explain it to Susu.
Popeye, you can't keep tormenting yourself like this. Popeye.
Damn, you know.
He hasn't all.
Look, guys, we definitely got to do something.
Perhaps if we're trying to win a game.
Hey, look at it this way, Porky. You might have lost a fiancé, but you've gained an engagement ring.
I thought you were going to tell that fiancé of yours to stop sending me faxes. This time, she's told the operator that she was executor to the Bob Marley estate and that she wanted to pump, and I quote here, some serious corn into the bank.
That's for me.
I think we've been trying the wrong approach.
I can't read it. Read it for me, Michael.
Oh, do I have to?
Yes.
Dear Pork Pie, since I catch you with that sling-back, weave-on cocoa foot of a woman... Oh, look, do I have to do this?
Yes.
A whole heap of things have been flying around my head. Don't bother call me, because I'll reach down that phone line, grab you by that scrawny little neck of yours, grab she by that big old broad stomach of hers which favour weak old belly pork you forget to put in the fridge. And then twist the two of you together like I was rinsing out one of them old crimpling blouses you have to wring out by hand.
My marriage over even before it began.
I know you must feel.
No, you don't. For 30 years, you've had a loving wife, a happy home, all that I lost. But Susu changed all that. Until stupid me, I do it again without even doing it again.
Oh, Porky, we've all been caught moonlighting, if you know what I mean.
Oh, don't I just?
You know, Shirley always suspected something between me and Hyacinth.
When was this?
Well, before the two earlier became the talk of Peckham. Every afternoon she used to come in the barber shop bang on 4:30 when Shirley was looking after Michael. She'd waltz into the shop where she's shopping and roll them big sexy eyes at me and, chatting.
Oh, what happened?
Gwendolyn threw pork pie out, that's what happened. And I said to myself, there but for the grace of God go I.
Well, take it from a man who's had his heart broken once or twice. Okay, once. You'll miss her, but you'll get over her.
And I miss Susu even before I lose her. And I still miss her.
Don't you have beds to go to?
Yes, an empty one.
How long you been standing there?
Long enough. I'll go.
Hyacinth, I thought you went back to Bristol.
I was on my way, then I decided to call round at your place, but you weren't there.
If you think you're spending another night at Pork Pies, you're sadly mistaken.
Nothing happened between me and Pork Pie.
At last.
Well, seeing you so in love with Susu, well, you know me. I always did want what I can't have. I won't interfere ever again. You never have liked me, have you, surely, Ambrose?
No. I don't like the way you breeze around, causing havoc wherever you go. But you showed me what was wrong with Pork Pie and Gwendolyn and what is right with Pork Pie and Susu.
Well, I suppose that's something.
It's just one thing, though. Could anything have happened between you and Desmond?
What? This Desmond?
What's so funny? What happened to all them times you used to come in the shop with a passport?
Oh, well, that was the time I used to leave Pork Pie. And to make sure that Gwendolyn never catch me on her way home from work, what better alibi than I spent the day shopping, then stopped off at Desmond's?
So you see, nothing happened.
I forgive you.
But I didn't do anything wrong.
A woman you used to mess around with, spend the night in your bed, wearing your pajamas, and you say, I didn't do anything wrong.
In that case, I accept. For a while there, I thought that you and I were no longer you and I. At least I can put my first marriage to rest.
Miss Susu, what break out tonight? You're gone. We just got to one boy and dig up your cassava patch. I wanna go run those, so with two of your prime breadfruit. It's what you want me to do.
And you make one of them get away? Move yourself.
Susu, what do you have in your room?
Sorry, Pork Pie, I'm back.
Susu, I said, what kind of man you have coming into your room at this time of the night?
Rest yourself, Pork Pie. Is the gardener.
Gardener? Susu, in your bedroom? Susu?
You brute, you.
Susu!
Let's keep the music sweet, wind up your waist and feel the scratch my soul. Don't screw up your face, Ricky. Some people give their right time for such a golden opportunity.
To be your skivvy, Desmond? I don't think so.
The boy is being allowed in on the ground floor of a great barbering institution.
It's one thing being allowed in on the ground floor, Mr. Ambrose, but it's another having to sweep it up.
It's good training. It strengthens the wrists.
Yes, and it's doing wonders for your legs.
What am I going to learn about the cuts, the styles, you know, all the fun stuff?
Well, Ricky, like Dad always says,
you can't have the fun without learning the fundamentals.
Sean knows all about floor sweeping. He's now mastering the ancient art of tea making, essential to the barber's craft.
Did someone mention tea?
Pork pie, your timing is uncanny.
Pork pie can hear a tea bag drop in a teapot from 300 yards. Help yourself, old friend.
Is this an unofficial barber's holiday today, Desmond? Or are you just feeling your age, old man?
Seniority brings its just rewards. I am here in an executive capacity.
You hear him? Sean is helping out in the shop today to supplement his grant.
I know what you're going through, Sean. I've been trying to supplement the grant all my life. Augustus, Neapolitan, Cleveland, grant.
Desmond is teaching Ricky all he knows about barbering.
Well, that takes care of this morning. So, Shirley, what's on the menu for the party? Who would have believed it, eh? 35 years in this country.
36 years. I came first. I was a pioneer. Ricky, did I ever tell you
Desmond, you're supposed to be teaching the boy, not boring him to death.
All right.
So how often do you have these parties then? Well, about every 5 years. Man, they're wicked, you know. But this year, I think it's going to be the wickedest.
Boombastic.
Wow, boyaka.
Oh.
Well, my mouth's just watering thinking about your cooking, Shirley.
And Michael's eyes are watering just thinking about the expense.
So what are you making this year?
Well, look, I've been studying these recipe books all morning. But I've considered everything from cut spoon dumplings, pepper pot, titirita conky, and cassava bread.
Yeah, man. Speaking of studying, where is our student in residence this morning?
Matthew? Oh, he's helping out Lee at the market stall.
Lee has taken a shine to this young lady who helps out on the stall next to his. Today is the day.
Lee wants Matthew to take care of business while Lee takes care of business.
Yeah. Lee seems to be quite taken with this girl.
He's showing all the symptoms of a man in love.
I wonder, Lee, do you think you could possibly drag yourself away from your lovesick uglies and give me a hand? I can't believe it. That's another lost sale.
You can lose a sale anytime, man. You only lose your heart once.
It's not your heart you've lost, it's your mind.
Look at the way she moves, man.
There's an old African saying, only a fool puts passion before profit. But she is a nice-looking girl.
Nice looking? She's a stunner. She's a goddess. She's
coming over here.
Huh? What am I going to do? What am I going to say?
Don't you say what you usually say? Hello, darling, how's about it? Or you could employ one of your more scintillating pieces of repartee and say, wanna party with the Peckham Prince? Try being slightly more sophisticated and say, hello.
Look, listen. Get your fertility mask. Get your African fertility mask here. Get fertile for the weekend.
Unique line of sales pattern you got there?
Yeah, well, you got to give the punters what they want.
Oh, and at the moment it's African fertility masks. Interesting. Hi, I'm Della. And you're?
Yeah. And I'm Matthew, his business associate.
I'm just going to the cafe. Do you guys want anything?
Oh, a cup of tea would be nice. Not too much milk. 1 3/4 sugars. Oh, well. And a bucket of cold water for Lee.
Man, I forgot a better idea. Why don't you sprint off and get the cuppers while Della and I...
Indulge in the time-honored courtship ritual of the South London Romeo? Huh? Shut her up, you fool.
Oh, right. I'll have my usual, man.
There's a small question of finance. I'm a student, you know.
And don't hurry back. So, tell me about yourself, then.
Right. You got all that, Ricky?
All in the noddle, Mr. Ambrose. You want a chicken sandwich with butter on white bread with tomatoes, mayonnaise and cucumber, but no lettuce and a little black pepper. Shirley wants cottage cheese, lettuce, tomato and peeled cucumber on crisp bread with low-fat spread. Sean wants thinly sliced roast beef with mustard and horseradish on brown bread with butter, some potato salad and some coleslaw on the side of the plate, but not touching the sandwich. And pork pie just wants a bit of what you're all having.
One day, that boy's going to make an excellent barber.
Let's hope he makes an excellent sandwich. But at least that's one less meal for me to worry about. Good, because you'll need all your powers of skill and concentration to make sure that the food is just right for the party. I've been looking forward to this for 5 years.
Sean, bring the rest of the boxes in, will you? Traffic wardens have been swooping around here like vultures recently.
So what, you can't see how busy I'm on?
He's been standing near that chair too long.
Now, we seem to have everything on the list. Champagne, red and white wine, lager, mineral water, sparkling and still.
Rum?
Yes, and the rum. And I don't mind telling you, Father, that after spending this amount of money, I feel like a drink myself.
Was it horrendously expensive?
Yes, horrendously.
Oh, good.
Don't be such a meanie. It is your contribution to the party.
Oh, yes, Michael, don't be such a meanie.
Father, what exactly is your contribution to this celebration? I mean, I bought the drinks, Mother's preparing a meal, Sean's doing the music. Meanwhile, you seem to be sitting back and relaxing.
Well, this is what's called enjoying the fruits of one's labor. That's what I've contributed. 35 years of hard labor to make all this possible.
Now, how are the plans of the party, Shirley?
It's going to be fantastic, Mandy. Shirley's got some recipes here I haven't tasted since I was a boy.
Do you know, I've never seen such elaborate arrangement since Pinky Perkins married Rupert de Groot Sykes. do you know, they had this one dish. It was a quail stuffed inside a pigeon, inside a guinea fowl, inside a duck, inside a chicken, inside a goose, inside a turkey. I've never seen that.
Oh, we can beat that. At the last party, we had 10 red mullets and 100 chicken wings, all stuffed inside one pork pie.
Well, the way Shirley makes them, it was easy.
No rest for Mother, then?
Michael, don't you think it would be a nice idea if someone else did the cooking for the party?
Absolutely not.
Nope. I'm not paying for caterers as well.
No, that's not what I mean. I just thought that perhaps...
Group up. Ricky, I understand you're a bit of a dab hand in the kitchen.
Well, it's been said.
By many, I'm sure.
Suppose.
Well, you're not thinking of...
Well, I'd lend a hand.
And I'd be around in an executive capacity, of course, then. Be serious, man. You and Ricky can't cook Guyanese food. Why not? Well, because they're not Guyanese.
Come on, pork pie. I mean, I do a pretty mean stir fry and I'm not Chinese. I'm up for it.
It's a deal.
I'm gonna make you love me. Yes, I will. I will. Yes, I will. I'm gonna make
It would seem somebody else has something to celebrate around here.
Lee has got a date tomorrow night with his dream girl.
When you're young and in love.
All of this love business is playing havoc with my profit margin.
Well, Lee, I am delighted for you. And if things go well, bring her to the party. Only make sure she's eaten first.
Mandy and Ricky are cooking the food.
Oh, bonus, can't wait, mate.
He's definitely in love.
I'm gonna have to make a move.
Oh, that's funny. I was thinking of exactly the same thing myself.
I meant for the door.
Oh, but it's only 12:15.
What, that late?
Well, you're not going to change into a pumpkin or anything, are you? Hey, I'd better check you out just in case.
Aren't you gonna answer that?
No, it's probably the wrong number.
The Peckham Prince is either making a profit or out partying with his posse. Leave your number and I'll call you back.
Hi, Lee, it's Sonia here. Missed you at Denise's party. Give me a bell in the morning, right? Just a big wet one to keep you going.
Listen, right, my mate's got a sister named Sonia.
Lee, you don't have to make any excuses. This is our first date. You don't owe me any explanations.
You're absolutely right.
Lee, I treat a lot of people for stress, and most of it comes from their relationships. I like to keep mine stress-free.
Oh, so you reckon this aromatherapy stuff really works then?
Yeah.
Oh, funny, I'm a great believer in the laying on of hands myself.
I really must be going.
Oh, I'll call you a cab. I mean, I'll give you a lift, but I'm bound to be over the limit.
Very wise.
Hey, the Peckham Prince was never meant to be a pedestrian.
You call the cab. I'll pour us a last drink.
All right. And I'll tell him there's no rush, yeah? No, Sean, listen. Sean, you got to listen to me. Sean, listen, right? I'm telling you, right? She's got this thing about her, yeah? This aura. Now, you know how some people, they give off a feeling of, like, goodness, right?
No.
Oh, look, her eyes, man, her eyes.
She had 2 of them.
Take no notice of him, Lee. He has no sense of romance.
Well, come on, let's get going. I tell you, if you can still talk about Della after 2 hours of hard circuit training, I'll know you're in love.
Hey, no worries.
Bring her to the party, Lee.
Oh, sure, you're gonna love her. So, man, I'll tell you what, she's...
Desmond, how did you feel on our first date?
Delirious. When the Georgetown Dreamers were playing at the Sugar Shack, and I saw you standing across the dance floor, my heart skipped a whole heap of beats.
As I recall, Desmond, you were always skipping beats.
I can see it now. You in your blue floral dress, your diamante brooch.
That was my best friend, Dorothea.
The catering staff, am I right?
You won't be laughing when you see the bill, Father.
Get everything, Mandy?
Well, yes, but...
But what? We don't know what most of it is.
But it all looks very exciting. We're raring to go.
Mother, I mean, the prices of some of these things. I mean, having to haggle over salt...
Yes, right. Well, let's just get these groceries upstairs and get a few pots out.
But the party's not until tomorrow, Shelley.
Yes, but you two have to season up the chicken from now.
How much?
Look, I'll tell you what, mate. The Peckham Prince might just have found his princess.
You know, Lee, I didn't think it was possible to do one-arm press-ups and still keep talking. Della does sound wicked, though. So when are you seeing her again?
I was going to bring her to your mum and dad's do, right? And...
Lee, you're getting a parking ticket, mate.
What? You know when you asked me when was I going to see Della again? Well, I just have.
There you go, Lee.
Oh,
yeah, nothing like a cup of tea in a moment of crisis.
I don't see what all the fuss is about. Someone has to stick up for people in uniform. She was only doing her job.
That's just it. Della told me she was an aromatherapist. She was giving my car a ticket, not a massage.
Well, you've been known to be a bit creative with your job descriptions, haven't you, Lee?
You've been everything from a fashion photographer to Eddie Murphy's stunt double.
I've never once said I was a traffic warden.
Well, that's because there was no mileage in it.
I tell you, Lee, though, man, she is a good-looking woman.
She's a traffic warden.
I told you no good will come of putting pleasure before business. There's an old African saying, you can never make a good pot when your oven is too hot. Think about it.
Lee, you've got to let her tell you her side of the story. There must be a reason why she lied.
Shell, she's a traffic warden.
Lee, I had to overcome some of Michael's imperfections before I could love him.
Oh, that's right. Of course, he'd be taken after his father. Huh?
You'd have been a barber instead of a banker.
At least he ain't a traffic warden.
No way. His head's too big for the hat.
So, Lee, look, what are you going to do? I mean, you can't just leave it like this.
Bury yourself in your work, Lee.
Let's face it, Lee. Your heart's been clamped. And if you want to reclaim it, there's a price that has to be paid.
She's a traffic warden.
Sit still, Desmond. I want you to look your best for this party.
You know, one of my greatest regrets as a barber of international renown is that I've never been able to cut my own hair. I've never had a Desmond special.
There are a lot of people who wish they could say the same.
Watch the sides, woman, and angle the scissors more.
Do you know there's only one thing worse than a backseat driver, and that is a backseat barber. You've got to look your best. People have gone to a lot of trouble and expense.
That's all right, as long as it's mostly Michael.
Stop fidgeting. You wasn't the children used to be.
Never.
You know, it's a shame Alex's exhibition clashes with this party.
Oh, God, no Gloria, more champagne for me.
Still, I would have liked all the family to have been here.
Well, you're the one who's always saying you should cut the apron strings as soon as possible.
Yeah, but it comes so quick. 35 years in England, it seems like...
An eternity.
An afternoon. It just seems like 5 minutes since Sean was sitting on a plank across this chair getting his first haircut.
A Desmond special.
All right.
You know, I dare not think what they're doing upstairs in that kitchen.
Uh-oh, looks like the tables have turned, eh, Pops? No, wicked tramlines, Mum.
What?
Listen, I'm just going out to organise the sounds for tomorrow night. Yeah. I'll be back late, though, okay?
Okay.
See ya.
Right, see ya. You know,
You've been thinking what happened with Lee and Della?
You can read my mind.
Well, I was thinking the same thing. I mean, you know, that boy's become more like a son to me over all these years.
Yeah, and I worry about him like a son. By now, they would either be cussing and fighting...
Or kissing and making up.
This is a nice place that you got here. You obviously like to live in style.
Yeah, well, I like nice things, you know. Natty threads, great set of wheels, good-looking woman of my own. People say I'm a bit flash, but it's just me. At least I'm honest about myself. See, honesty is very important to me, Della.
What's the celebration?
Hey, every day's a celebration for the Peckham Prince. So how's your day been? Did you rub anybody up the wrong way?
No.
No, that's just it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can imagine, right, with your job, you must meet a lot of tense people. It must give you a real buzz to know you've helped them unwind.
Lee, I think there's...
Oh, I almost forgot. There is something we're celebrating. Our second date.
Lee, you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I didn't get you anything.
No, you did. And you shouldn't have.
Lee, I think I should...
Explain, yeah. I'm very interested in how I dated a woman by the name of Della, an aromatherapist, who then magically turns into a meter maid overnight. Oh, no, don't tell me. I think I got it, yeah? You're actually a twin, and it's your wicked sister Stella who does the dirty on the motors. Why did you lie?
I didn't lie. I just didn't tell you the whole truth.
I'm listening.
Look, I am an aromatherapist. But I've got to earn some money to set up my business properly. Look, I'm not a wheeler-dealer like you, Lee, with loads of money-making schemes. I've been treating some traffic wardens for stress.
Listen, if they find a job too stressful, tell them to pack it in.
I heard that there were some vacancies, so I took the job for 6 months just to earn some money. I've told guys in the past about my day job, and this is exactly the reaction I get. I expected more from you.
Did you book them too?
No.
Listen, how do I know you're an aromatherapist, eh? I mean, at the moment, all I can smell is a rat.
I'll prove it. I've got some oils in my bag.
No, you're right, it's all right.
No, you can tell me what you think of my technique.
What?
So, you accuse me of lying? What's the verdict?
Not guilty. Not guilty. Definitely not guilty. That was fantastic. God. Listen, right, I want you to come to a party with me tomorrow night. There's some pretty special people I want you to meet.
I would love to.
There's just one thing, though.
What?
Don't come in a uniform.
Come on, Lee. It's delicious.
Nah, no thanks, Joe.
Look, Mandy and Ricky did a fabulous job.
I ain't got much of an appetite.
I get it. Have some bubbly, Lee.
No thanks, Des. I'm feeling too bubbly, mate. Della never showed. The Peckham Prince has been made to feel like the Peckham Pratt.
Well, in that case, have a rum.
But then, how did you get this chicken to taste so good?
We just followed the recipe, pork pie.
Pork pie, as Mandy said, is simply a matter of applying the basic principles of domestic science and not applying a tin opener, as you do. It's an old African recipe.
You can keep it, Matthew. I was cooking meals before you were born.
Could that be because you're considerably older than me?
That was Gloria on the phone, Mother. She says congratulations. She wanted me to keep a bottle of champagne for her and Alex, but I told her I got it on sale or return.
Oh, I'll tell you, the way that lot down there are working up a thirst, you lot are going to have to get out and get more.
Don't worry, Lee. Della's probably lost the address.
Well, everybody knows where Desmond is.
She's missing some great food.
Lee, there's someone to see her. Della, I mean, oh, you look gorgeous. I mean, look, everyone, this is Della. Look, Della.
Hey,
Hello.
Des, Cheryl, this is Della. Look, sit down,
Hello.
sit down.
I'm sorry I'm so late. Lee told me this was a special occasion, so I stopped off to get you a present.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I took a bit longer than I thought, and when I came out of the shop, my car had been towed away. It's taken me all this time to get it back.
Traffic wardens, eh?
Couldn't you have used your influence?
Anyway, doesn't matter now. Well, you're here now, and that's all that matters.
Yes, enjoy yourself. There's good food, good wine, good company.
Yes, and you've got a good man.
And that's just the ticket. Did I say ticket?